Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros tu reino, hágase su voluntad en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestro pan de cada día, perdona nuestras ofensas, como también nosotros perdonamos a los que nos ofenden. No nos dejes caer en tentación y líbranos del mal. Amén. Padre nuestro.
Lo y proveso, gracias a la misericordia, this is Sansista Brujo Luis, and what I'm going to show you today is how to make a medicated ointment, or a medicated, it's like a vapor rub. And what you're going to need is, you can use Vaseline or any brand, it doesn't matter, as long as it's petroleum jelly. I'm using around 7.5 ounces of petroleum jelly. Into my medicated vapor rub, I'm going to use 2 blocks of camphor, and I'm going to use around 2 tablespoons or 2 teaspoons of eucalyptus essential oil. I'm also going to have, if you can see, I already have camphor in my mortar and pestle. I'm going to have a mortar and pestle. You need a mortar and pestle. You need a clean pan, and of course a spatula. So this is a medicated vapor rub that's good for the, for the fall and cold season. In Puerto Rico, we use it when we're doing santiguos and when we're using los pases espirituales. Santiguos is when you use the energies of your hands. Puerto Ricans, Espiritistas, or santiguadores, when they use the energies of the hand and are healing herbs to heal problematic areas within the body. And pases espirituales is to cleanse the aura or the layers of the aura, and usually they use an ointment on their hands and they do the pases or the santiguos. Anyways, this is similar to I guess Vicks Vapor Rub, but this is your own, you're making it yourself. So again, 7.5 ounces of petroleum jelly, and you're going to need 2 blocks of camphor and around 2 teaspoons of essential eucalyptus oil, and let's start. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put your 2 camphor blocks into your mortar and pestle, your pilon, and you're going to start machacándolo, mashing them up. Okay, and you want to make sure you get a nice powder of camphor. Now into your pan, you're going to put all the Vaseline in low heat. Do I even have anything on? Okay, you can't even see the fire. But you're going to melt it down completely in low heat. And it's kind of hard doing this with one hand and recording it. But you're going to melt down that Vaseline completely. You want to make sure that this Vaseline is completely melted down. Okay, you see I'm melting down the petroleum jelly. Make sure you want to melt it completely down, and you want to make sure that you're cooking it in low heat. Okay, and you want to make sure that all these bubbles are completely gone. Not bubbles, these this right here. So you want to make sure that that's completely gone. And you want to cook on light, never boil. Take your time doing this. It melts down fairly quickly, so be a little patient. Now when you see that it's almost, well, it is all melted, you're going to take your camphor and you're going to start sprinkling it into the oil. You want to make sure you get both those blocks into the oil. And keep stirring it in. Once all the camphor is in the Vaseline oil, you're going to make sure it doesn't boil. Again, now you're going to pour the 2 tablespoons of eucalyptus oil and turn off. Make sure you don't boil. And what you're going to do now is you can cover with a plate. It smells very powerful. It smells very good. You're going to cover with a plate and let it sit for a little bit. Here's the Vaseline oil. It's got the eucalyptus. It's got the eucalyptus essential oil and the 2 blocks of alcanfor. And it's off, completely off. And you're gonna put a lid, some form of lid. Leave alone. It's gonna get hardened by itself. And you have your own homemade medicated vapor rub, alcanfor rub, and you can use this for spiritual healing. It smells very potent, very strong. You made it yourself. It's very good. I'm going to show you what it looks like when it cools down. Make sure it completely cools down. Right now you see it still as an oil. Leave it alone. Make sure it's off. Put it to the side. Let it cool down. And what you're going to do is you're going to put it right back into that old jar that you took, the petroleum jelly from. Just let it cool down. I'm going to time it to see how long it lets mine takes to cool down, and I'll be back. Okay, so when your medicated vapor rub cools down, it will harden again, and it will go back into that form. You see it will go back into that form. It smells amazing. It still needs a little bit more, but it smells really good. It smells like Vicks Vapor Rub. Again, it's got 2 blocks of alcanfor. It's got the eucalyptus oil. And again, last but not, the 7.5 ounces of petroleum jelly. It took around half hour to cool down. Still cooling down a little bit more. And it will get hardened. And what you're going to do is you're going to scoop it back into your the jar, and you can save it for for Santeria, for chest colds. You can burn this in an oil burner to get the vapors, to help you breathe during the winter. It's really good. I enjoy it. It's homemade. It's cheaper than purchasing Vicks Vapor Rub because it's much more. The only thing that's expensive is the eucalyptus essential oil, which can be a little bit pricey. You can add the eucalyptus oil or you can leave it out. That's up to you. And if you leave the eucalyptus oil, of course, you're just going to use the 2 or 3 alcanfor, powder that you powdered, and again the petroleum jelly. So what you're going to do, I'm going to do it real quickly, is scoop it back in here and show you what it looks like when it's done, which is done anyways. Okay, so here it is. It's back in the jar. It smells amazing. It smells like alcanfor and eucalyptus. You can put your lid on it, store it away. I would write down what it is. A medicated rub. You can use it for Santeria, for pases. When you have a cold, you can burn this in an oil diffuser. I can't say that word. And, use it as you would Vicks Vapor Rub. And since it's Halloween, I'm going to add some little comical pictures at the end of this video. Anyways, comical pictures in the sense of how Hispanics use Vicks Vapor Rub. Anyways, this is Sancista Brujo Luis. If you enjoyed this video, please press like, please subscribe, and please share it in your social media. It smells amazing. It smells very good. It smells good. Please share, please like, please subscribe. Sancista Brujo Luis. Santo Sanse.